So, welcome to part 2 of Elden Ring DLC. We'll be playing it. I thought about let's continue with what I believe in it's kind of like this video from here. So basically my belief sets are most closely related to Lovecraft and Friedrich Nietzsche about creating your own values and meanings.
Literary and philosophical attention. It is the belief that we are insignificant.
Wait a second, I'll just pause the.
Without purpose, we're going to focus on existential nihilism, which has received the most literary and philosophical attention. It is the belief that we are insignificant, without purpose, and unlikely to change in existence totality. We sometimes experience an existential crisis, a state in which we re-examine our life in the context of death and are impacted by the contemplation of the meaning, purpose, or value of life. This opens the possibility for passivity, a sign to stop the search for meaning, or to find a meaning regardless of the meaninglessness of life. Nietzsche, who was the first philosopher to seriously study and write about existential nihilism, tells us to create new values through self-overcoming and being one's autonomous creator, avoiding passive nihilism.
That's the most I resonate with him.
Just thus spoke Zarathustra. The main character can be seen as achieving a superhuman status because he laughs at the comedy of existence, including his own existence, because he knows that in the background there is nothing but absurdity and emptiness. If you're interested in learning more about this, I've made a video specifically on Nietzsche's notion of superhuman laughter. The very goal of atheistic existentialism is then precisely this meaning-making in a world without inherent meaning, through an individual's free will. Let's now move.
Do watch that video and watch his. All videos are good, externalized.
Lovecraft's cosmicism. Although it is a literary philosophy, it has some interesting parallels with the other three philosophies mentioned earlier. In cosmicism, one is not to feel terror of the absence of meaning, but rather of one's powerlessness in the vast, indifferent universe that one is surrounded by. This is similar to Camus' benign indifference of the world. Cosmicism shares some characteristics with existential nihilism. However, an important difference is the emphasis on the insignificance of humanity and its doings, rather than rejecting the existence of a higher purpose. Lovecraft wrote a famous statement when he submitted his first major story on this subject in The Call of Cthulhu, which encompasses the main idea of his philosophy. All my tales are based on the fundamental premise that common human laws and interests and emotions have no validity or significance in the vast cosmos at large. To achieve the essence of real externality, whether of time or space or dimension, one must forget that such things as organic life, good and evil, love and hate, and all such local attributes of a negligible and temporary race called mankind have any existence at all. Lovecraft had a pretty bleak view of life. Therefore, cosmicism may strike one as nihilistic and extremely pessimistic.
I'm both. I'm extremely nihilistic and pessimistic.
However, this is not quite so. Lovecraft thought of himself as neither a pessimist nor an optimist.
I'm also indifferentialist also.
It's not quite so. Lovecraft thought of himself as neither a pessimist nor an optimist, but rather as a cosmic indifferentist, a theme expressed in his fiction. Things are important to humans on the human scale, but we simply don't matter in the cosmos. Lovecraft created his own fictional universe with powerful extraterrestrial beings and other cosmic forces, which function as symbols for the extent to which we don't know about the universe, emerging from the depths of space and having accidental relations with human beings, casting us aside as if we were mere ants. In other words, they are not so much malevolent as they are indifferent toward humanity. We can have no view of the scheme of things or our place in it, because there may be no such scheme. The final result of scientific inquiry could well be that the universe is a lawless chaos. This is a disturbing vision with which Lovecraft would struggle throughout his life. Lovecraft believed myth existed in order to shield the human mind from reality. However, his own mythos seems to do the opposite. The outside is more frightening than the world in which human beings live. Many philosophies and religions are focused on the human, that humanity is the aim and end of everything. Lovecraft says no, that we are mere little specks in the midst of the cosmos, and that there is so much out there that has nothing to do with us. He was a strong and anti-religious atheist, considering religion not merely false, but dangerous to social and political progress. On the other hand, although fascinated by science, he was skeptical of our ability to cope with scientific discoveries that would reduce our inflated self-importance in the universe. In the opening paragraph of the Call of Cthulhu, he states, "The most merciful thing in the world, I think, is the inability of the human mind to correlate all its contents. We live in a placid island of ignorance in the midst of black seas of infinity, and it was not meant that we should voyage far. The sciences, each straining in its own direction, have hitherto harmed us little, but some day the piercing together of dissociated knowledge will open up such terrifying vistas of reality and of our frightful position therein that we shall either go mad from the revelation or flee from the deadly light into the peace and safety of a new dark age." The crucial question here seems to be whether there can be in principle any fact, any phenomenon, or any knowledge that would really have for humankind in general, or for that vanguard who will have to bear the brunt of first contact with alien spheres and the unknown, such devastating consequences as set in this quotation. This idea has never happened in human existence, even with such harsh blows to human pride as those struck by Copernicus, Darwin, and Freud, none of which caused any such reaction of cosmic despair, but rather rage. In other words, to settle the matter of science and truth into a matter of politics. In Lovecraft's fiction, hideous knowledge is suppressed and locked up. But in our world, what was outrageous to one generation has been accepted almost as a banality by the next. The human mind is not the center of the universe. For Lovecraft, human beings are too feeble to shape a coherent view of the universe. He describes humanity as miserable denizens of a wretched little fly speck on the back door of a microscopic universe. This is a refreshing alternative to the anthropocentric philosophies in which so many find intellectual reassurance. It may seem an unsettling view of things, but an inhuman cosmos need not be as horrific as Lovecraft seems to have found it. One might strike him as misanthropic, but this isn't quite right. A true misanthrope would find the
I am misanthropic.
but this isn't quite right. A true misanthrope would find the inhumanity of the universe liberating.
I do.
There is no intrinsic reason why a universe in which people are marginal should be a horror-inducing place. A world vastly larger and stranger than any the human mind can contain could just as well evoke a sense of excitement or an acceptance of misery. Rejecting any belief in meaning beyond the human world, he also rejected the meanings human beings make for themselves.
I don't like this. Like, humans should be able to make meanings for themselves.
Had no interest in the lives of most people, and from his early years seems to have believed his own would count for very little. He was left without any sense of significance. So, obeying an all-too-human impulse, he created his own realm of dark forces as a shelter from the deadly light of universal indifference, as a way of expressing this confusing and contradictory reality.
I do think that lives mean 8 billion people are on Earth. Our lives mean very little in the grand scheme of things. And if you take a look from microscopic perspective, then also you're just one person out of 8 billion people. Your world doesn't revolve around you and me and humanity. entire universe doesn't revolve around us. Humanity always has this narcissism inbuilt in it that they think they are special. They literally used to think that sun used to revolve around Earth and entire planets used to revolve around Earth because humans inhabit Earth. Now when there isn't now when like he said
It
Copernicus
seems that he found his way to express the paradoxical claim that the absence of meaning to be some sort of meaning. Lovecraft's indifference of the cosmos and the insignificance of human beings in it might be imbued with an overwhelming negative feeling. However, it might be argued that conventional religion puts mankind in a much worse position, for compared to an infinite being, omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent God, man as a finite being is much more insignificant. Psychologically, it is quite satisfying to give oneself up to a powerful father figure and a consolation to have been created in God's image, and therefore to partake a little of his properties. But is it really as depressing as Lovecraft puts it? Can a world without God, where there exists only a number of other finite species in the universe, perhaps wiser and more powerful than us, but in principle of the same limited and finite nature, however strange in appearance, and therefore logically more similar to us, strike as much fear as an all-powerful God? This non-existence of the absolute values in the cosmos might very well guarantee our independence and autonomy and our freedom to establish our own meaning and value, unfettered by external laws imposed on us by God. That is, it could be a source of extreme optimism, a feeling of freedom to construct and to pursue our meaning, ultimately serving as a resolution to our desire to seek meaning in an apparently meaningless universe.
That's what most I believe in, more or less. That's what I believe in, more or less. Speak properly. The Emperor. Let's play. And for the record, I recorded 3 hours of content with jokes, some hilarious jokes, some not so hilarious jokes. I recorded DLC. I fought Melania multiple times. Couldn't beat her. Then I decided to go into DLC anyway. That's when I left the last video, part 1. After that, I recorded these 3 hours of content. And I decided that it's no use. I can't beat Melania. No way. I need to go into DLC as quickly as possible. So I went into DLC, I recorded all this farming methods, tested different weapons, watched YouTube videos and stuff. Some funny, some philosophical like this one. And it was overall good streaming kind of content. Basically like a streaming but not really live. So whatever you make of it. So I was about to put it wholly on YouTube and it got deleted. Turns out it got deleted because my mic wasn't working. I was screaming into void and I just got frustrated and I thought like fuck it. I'm gonna delete this crap. No. It was super annoying. There were some gems too. Now I can't recreate entire stream again. Probably a lesson to me, check before. Tish, beat her up. See? We are progressive here. We like women on women violence as much as men on men. She's a woman, so I took a woman to beat her up. We need to care about the intersectionality of representatives, a woman representative. I will title this video as my dear hired Black Knife Tish helped me defeat Melania. Helps me defeat Melania. I am tired, as you can see. I was speaking for around 4 hours. I went to gym, then I started recording this stuff. And I spoke, and it was mostly hilarious stuff, but due to technical difficulties, see our DI worker work hard. Enough with cool factor. I already watched this multiple times. She has like a win button. She just needs to press, do that attack, and it's gone. It didn't record properly. I could have saved some of the footage or something. I shouldn't have deleted it by getting frustrated. It still had some pretty funny jokes in it. Oh god. As much as I love her character, actually like her, she's pretty cool. And her attacks and even the bullshit that waterfall dance, it's low accurate, like it has to be invincible, like it's low accurate, but it's gameplay wise it's a bit messy, like you cannot just to be fair, you need to have a very high very high HP to survive Melodia's waterfowl dance. All moves are intricately placed. All moves should be intricately placed. But oh yeah, I remember that meme. Rick and Morty meme. What the fuck? Fuck it, why not? A heavy rolling too. Fair fight one-on-one like that was impossible. I know this guy did it. I was remembering this one joke I remembered.
I want to talk about cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Throat
cancer.
Do you like it?
Cunnilingus?
Yeah.
Is the whole podcast just this?
What do you mean?
Is it just like straight nonsense?
But I would love to see you make a gorilla nest.
Right here?
Doesn't sound easy.
Yeah.
See this
Bring
act.
in the gorilla twigs, please. Oh, no. We're going to bring
He,
in gorilla twigs.
I got you.
Bring in the gorilla twigs, please.
he was bringing gorilla twigs so that Sam might make a nest.
No.
Gorilla
bring in
nest.
gorilla twigs.
I got you. Here we go.
So it seems that Harland
So Sam flips the table.
has yet again trolled another comedian past the point of no return, as he just made Sam Hyde break out of character and completely destroy Harland's podcast setup. All because he, and get this, said jokes. Yes, I know that might be hard for some of you to grasp, especially if you frequently go to the mothership, but when a veteran comedian like Harland Williams decides to troll you, it's game over, as he's been doing this for over 40 years now. And we first saw him do this on JRE, when he exposed Joe Rogan for the novice comedian that he truly is.
I have a tapeworm.
For real?
Yeah. It's about almost 4 feet. Have you ever had one?
You really do?
Yeah.
And then he went on to dismantle David Lucas in front of a live audience twice, which was so brutal that a lot of people considered it to be a career ender for Mr. Lucas.
This is the only guy I know. Everyone else in the country has Lyme disease. This guy's got key lime pie disease.
Yo, this motherfucker cooking. This old bitch.
You're my bitch tonight. How about that?
But for whatever reason, this one with Sam Hyde felt a little more personal, as I actually believe that Harland doesn't like Sam Hyde at all. Like, a lot of people thought that this was staged, but when you scroll down to the comments, turns out Harland was liking a lot of the ones critical of Sam. And
MD Phil, this is what Sam is on constant defensive, not laughing at Harland. Why do to be there? Obviously, Sam position one guy next to Harland to turn tables or intimidate Harland. So, that was done against him. Sam should have been silly and lied instead, forging edgy topics and bringing on one-sided banter. Harland is master. There's no defeating him. You were the best bet.
confirmed in one of the replies.
Honest to God, not planned. Sam just went off.
Furthermore, the friends that Sam brought along also looked extremely uncomfortable when the whole crash out was taking place, which just further points to this being a genuine reaction from Sam Hyde.
I'll eat your face. Yeah.
Alright,
That's rough trade.
What?
boom.
Also, if you're familiar with Sam Hyde, then you could probably interpret this as him just pulling a quick prank on old Harland here. But if you
Yes.
watch this whole pod,
I do.
then you'd quickly realize that Sam Hyde was completely out of his element from the very beginning. You see, Sam Hyde operates the best when he has control of the situation, and you could tell that he tried to establish that control by bringing 6 other buddies with him on the set, even placing one next to Harland. But right from the bat, Harland established that he couldn't be trolled, and that he was going to be the one controlling this episode.
Sam Hyde is here, everybody. Sam Hyde in the house with his posse. Damien, Charles, Michael, Carol, and Lasagna Lips. Yes. Sam, welcome to the Harland Encan, my friend.
Why are you doing a Jewish voice?
No, that's Cajun. Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
Since when?
I had to convert a few days ago.
Oh, where? What?
That's the only kind of joke he knows. Jewish.
Bigwigs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, so you just turned Jewish, what, 3 days ago?
Yes, I was running low on money.
And what were you before you became, as you call it, Jewish?
Goy. Do you know what a goy is?
It's a fish in a pond in Japan?
Correct.
And boys, why don't we start off with a ham?
Was that a Jewish voice you just did?
Pardon me?
You were just doing a voice.
It was
What
Cajun.
What is
Cajun.
Cajun?
It's sort of a Cajun Jewish. It was
I thought you were making fun of me.
That didn't sound like Gambit.
a Cajun.
A cage.
Yeah.
A cage you. Okay.
Yeah.
As opposed to
And yes, I
a
was
gauge you.
making fun of you.
Okay.
Sam
I was
attempted
making
to
fun
riff
of
with
you.
Harland a lot during this podcast, but after getting outclassed by the veteran, he sort of broke out of character and questioned the premise of the entire show.
What's your heritage?
Italian, German, English, Irish.
So everything.
I mean, those 4 things.
You know you're legally allowed to open an IHOP with all those
I should hope so.
qualifications.
That would be a good move, I think.
International House of Pancakes.
Mm-hmm. What are you?
Nosy.
Are you Jewish? Does that mean Jewish?
Maybe I am, yeah. Had my bar mitzvah when I was 13. Rabbi Pappenhauer.
Now, are you lying? Are you doing the thing where we're just going to lie the whole time? Or are you saying that you really had a bar mitzvah when you were 13?
Can you...
Pretty weird dynamic in the room from the very start, and it just seemed that Sam was feeling more and more as if he was the butt of the joke, especially since his posse were laughing at Harland way more than they were at Sam. Another thing that got under Sam's skin, though, was when Harland seemed to reference Sam Hyde's allegations, which in all honesty I'm not too familiar with, but I believe they have to do with SA, so just keep that in mind when you watch this next clip.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Harland.
Like those 2 words together? Or no?
I don't like when you were outside, we were talking, and you were giving me a sort of, you were saying things with like a sexual connotation.
Yeah.
And your eyes have this kind of like, I would say beautiful, but then it became sinister.
Anybody will be uncomfortable with this guy, Harland Williams.
Really?
You were sort of communicating outside.
Anybody will be uncomfortable with this guy, Harland Williams, if somebody makes too many sexual connotations. Too many.
Connotation.
Yeah.
And your eyes have this kind of like, I would say beautiful, but then it became sinister. Sort of.
Sinister sex?
Twinkle. It was a sinister sex that you were sort of communicating outside.
Interesting.
Yeah. You were talking about how ripe and tight the tangerine trees are out there. And you were doing that.
What? Doing what?
You know you're licking your lips right now?
I don't do that. What am I, a party boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we ever talk? Let's go down.
Yeah,
I'd love
we
to
have a lot
talk.
of it.
Have you ever been? You look like you have.
Thank you.
Sam then proceeds to stand up in what I can only assume is an attempt to intimidate Harland, as I believe that he felt he was losing control of the situation. Kind of like how David Lucas acted during the infamous Matan Evan podcast. But of course, Harland remains in character, and even pokes fun at the guys Sam is with in the process. I mean, Harland Williams really put on a masterclass here in a high-pressure environment, which I think really
Not
highlights
really,
his
it's his own
Do you know how to lurch?
podcast.
Because there's going to be a lot. You need to lurch. If you're not going to lurch, then don't talk. Sam, do you have something to say? What's going on? Sam, okay. Come on in.
Yeah.
Bend. And Flexi Melt.
I have BioFreeze if you want any.
What is
I have
it?
it on me.
Steven?
Oh, I don't
what
wanna
is
go.
it?
I don't want to go.
Let's go to Steven on
I'm
camera
Chazzy.
5. Huh? Who's your nutty friend?
That's bio. He's got biofreeze.
I'm
Can we
biofreeze.
start with a choir song? Because I feel like we're in a Catholic. I know you're Jewish and all that, K-Jew or whatever. Can we start with a Catholic? I feel like we're in a choir, guy.
What do you want to sing?
I'd like you to lead it. You're the spiritual leader of the Dementor of your friends.
That's a good setup.
Then, right before Sam Hyde completely lost his mind and went apeshit on Harland's entire podcast set, he dropped his whole act and questioned Harland's show, whether he's ever going to be serious or not, and if the whole thing's just a joke, which I think was the true victory for Harland, since usually this is how people would react to Sam Hyde, who's impossible to read if he's ever joking or not.
I want to talk about cunnilingus.
Yeah.
Throat cancer.
Do you like it?
Cunnilingus?
Yeah.
Is the whole podcast just this?
What do you mean?
Is it just like straight nonsense?
Hell no.
What's the serious? When are we getting serious?
So how do you feel about the situation in
Cunnilingus?
Cunnilingus County?
Cunnilingus County's been up against it for many years. It's these internment camps where they keep the
Sam?
I don't know, dude.
Sam?
Yeah.
I was gonna say if any of the gang, or you even, Sam, but not you, if you have any cunnilingus techniques, we'd love to see them. If you each wanna
No, bro.
I'm ready
give
with
it a
mine.
shot.
No, man.
Then this is where shit truly hit the fan. Because at this point, Sam Hyde is mentally exhausted,
I also don't like the sexual jokes too much. It's kind of like a fucking hell. Russell Brand does it, and he never was funny.
keep up with Harland's gaffe. So Harland rubs salt in Sam's wound here by pretty much calling him a gorilla, telling him to make a gorilla nest with gorilla twigs. And this was a planned jab at Sam. I mean, he even had the twigs as a prop set up before the show. So Sam, in turn, completely wrecks the desk, which was absolutely unplanned and throws everyone off. And while this clip is playing, just pay attention to Sam's henchmen here, because if there's one thing that points to this being unplanned, it's them and their reaction to this whole hissy fit.
Are
What's the
you a
verb of
nature guy,
cunnilingus, though?
Sam? Do you like
Cunnilingus.
nature?
No, not really. What about you?
I'd love to throw a nature thing by you.
Well, hit me with what you got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gorillas and orangutans make nests every night. Like
So-
every night they get twigs and they make a nest up in a tree.
That sounds disgusting.
I know. But I would love to see you make a gorilla nest.
Right here?
Doesn't sound easy.
Yeah.
Is this?
Amber, bring in the gorilla twigs, please.
Gorilla nest?
Oh, no. We're going to bring in gorilla twigs.
I got you.
Yeah, like, why would he do this move? This move right here is genius by Sam Hyde. This is genius by Sam Hyde. This move right here. It is comedy brilliance. It is such brilliant. We need to watch it in slow motion. 0.5, yeah.
Doesn't sound easy.
Yeah.
This move right here. See what he does. He flips the table.
Please.
You people don't realize it. Look.
We're gonna bring in gorilla twigs.
I got you. Here we go.
He flips the table.
There we go.
Oh no.
Gorilla nest.
Is there a gorilla in this room or what?
Oh.
There we go.
We lost. We lost power.
Here, get in the gorilla nest.
What?
There we go, buddy. There we go.
How do I stop this fucking speed?
dancing?
We're a big monkey.
Then he brings some gorilla twigs to make fun of him.
Now, can you make a gorilla nest with these twigs?
You are going to do the nest building. You have to show me how it's done.
Oh, I see.
We gotta see.
I see you
We
trying
gotta
to get
see.
leverage.
We gotta see.
You're gonna see what?
You work out.
Yeah.
You're a big
I
guy.
play hockey.
You're a big guy. You're a big guy. You're the strong guy.
Big strong guy.
Big strong guy.
How old are you?
Knows
What's Sam? What's up, friend? You just flipped my table.
But I think the funniest part of this whole crash out is that Harlan seemed to enjoy it more than anyone else in the room. And if anything, it just made him turn up his trolling even more so. Because as Sam tries to manhandle him and make a fool out of him, Harlan doesn't break out of character even for a second. Instead, hilariously, he offers to feed Sam Hyde like a zookeeper feeding the apes at a zoo. Which Sam again gets pretty pissed at and refuses to entertain, and actually threatens to slap the cookie out of Harlan's hand if he attempts to feed him.
There's beauty in there.
I'd love to feed you a cookie.
Oh, slap that out of your hand.
You will? But not too hard.
No, pretty hard.
Okay, I don't want, because I have to use my, you're an artist, you're an animator.
Yeah, I gotta use my hands.
Right, so if you slap it
If I
too
break
hard,
my hand,
I don't want you
I
to
won't
break
be
my
able to make
hand.
art.
I want to be able to make art.
I have to be able to make my art.
Okay, but if I feed you a cookie,
It's
and you
worse.
slap my hand,
Rest of
I
this
can't
is just
go anymore.
bullshit.
I don't want.
Okay, this part is brilliant. So what Sam basically did is he metaphysically and physically, metaphorically, physically, metaphysically flipped the table on Harland Williams. Right here. Look at this genius of Sam Hyde. This. And people don't realize this right now. People will realize it in future, in 10, 20, 40 years later. People will see how Sam flipped the tables on Harland Williams. Here I have this. To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Sam Hyde. Humor is extremely subtle. Without a solid grasp of post-ironic comedy and late-stage internet culture, most of the jokes will go over a typical viewer's head. This also Sam's aggressively nihilistic outlook. See, he was aggressive, which is daftly woven into his persona. His value draws heavily from obscure avant-garde comedy traditions and weaponized irony. He weaponized the table. For instance, when I understand this stuff, they have intellectual capacity to truly appreciate the depth of these bits. For example, when he was flipping the table, he wasn't losing his shit. Harland didn't get the best of him. It was all in bit. To understand the depths of this bit, to realize they are not just funny. They say something deep about life. True. The way he flipped the table. As a consequence, people who dislike Sam Hyde are truly idiots. Basically true. Of course, they won't appreciate, for instance, humor in Sam Hyde staring directly into the camera in total silence, half of which is cryptic reference to absurdity of modern identity and collapse of sincerity. I'm smirking right now, imagining one of those error-paired simpletons scratching their heads in confusion as Sam's genius unfolds itself on their screens. What a fool, how I pity them. Basically this. And yes, by the way, I do have Sam Hyde tattoo. No, you cannot see it. It's for ladies' eyes only. And even they have to demonstrate that they are within 5 IQ points of my own, preferably lower beforehand. See, so this was the bit which I was talking about. It got removed. Sam Hyde, did Sam Hyde lose his shit? Did Harland William got better of him? Could be. That's for losers to think. No, we MDE fans, we all think Sam Hyde won. Whatever, fucking hell. This bit is getting too long. Okay, now back to Melania. I'm fat rolling. I don't even give a fuck. What the fuck? Oh fuck it, let's go to DLC. Oh god. it's different being beaten by Malenia, but beaten by this guy is not fun at all. I forget they have this AI which reacts to drinking of flasks. Only game taking advantage of the new AI boom is basically Code Vein 2. Yes, now he will go down. Oh no, fucking hell, no, no. He might be difficult, but he is not Malenia. Please do something. Remembrance of Dancing Lion. $1,020 souls. Do I get shadow something or not? I do get some item. Legendary item. Divine Beast Head. When we talk to Grandam, which I'm not going to do. For... I don't like that character, that's why. Keep scoring Marika's trumpet progeny this, that, while she doesn't seem to know. I also talked about some deep topics, but it all got deleted. Maybe if I... Nope. Shielded by shadow. Oh wow. Veil. Okay, what to do here? Do nothing, go there, explore a bit at night. Where do I find shadow fragments to get myself stronger? Yeah, level here and moonlight. It looks so beautiful in 4K, 60 FPS. Why are they buffed up? That guy buffed them up. What a silly Billy. I don't want no cookbook. I want shadow fragments. Where are they? Black firefly, Mesmer's fly. Oh, revenge spirit ashes. But I can't find shadow fragments. What you speak of? Oh, how it hurts from very tip to. Oh, nah. Help me, I must. Am I human still? Is that the reason I suffer so? True, deep questions. Only a human would suffer. They have become flies, so they don't suffer. What a predicament. Look at them. Okay, joking irony aside, the first part of video where I was discussing about Lovecraftianism, nihilism, that part is basically I was serious about that part. Sam Hyde part is just two comedians going at it. Doesn't really mean much. I come in 1 second. No, I will not edit it out because it will take me 5 hours. Process. Okay, as you can see, I'm back. Okay, that's where you get shadow fragments by America's statues. Whoa, that looks so cute. Individual Maximus soldier. I need to beat him 4-5 times. Oh my god, I'm tired. I basically had 2 videos deleted by myself. I deleted them myself. One because I, like a retard, gave out my private information. Second time because why? Because of some technical jargon. It didn't work. So I re-recorded them. Basically, I still could have published the video, but my videos are already low effort. It would have it would have looked even worse. Who the fuck effort posts? You can effort post, but then your video gets 4 views, 5 views. Somebody copyrights it. What's the point? So I just make stuff for fun. If I feel like making stuff like this Sam Hyde video and stuff, then I'll make stuff like that, which is much more not effort. It's not, it didn't take much more effort, but it's like I can make planned videos for like take a week time and make a video properly, once a week a proper video, and then streaming videos like this every day. I can do that. Somber Smithing Stone 9. Thank you, Miyazaki. No squirrels allowed. Oh. Black Knight Andreas. Ah, fucking hell. Entire 150,000 souls is lost. I can farm them anyway, but still, it's a lot. I could have gained a level up. Should I go to Cassalensis? I don't think so, because it's Renala's sister, Reylana, whatever. Thank you. And it's not Miyazaki, it's George R. R. Martin's naming structure, basically. Can we pass Cassalensis? Go south. There will be a Logan, some guy. Fucking hell. He's guarding a shadow fragment. Has a mini boss. So they basically know what they're doing here. Look at the flames on the dog. They are different than Mesmer's. Mesmer's flame are different than normal flames. That's so cool. I feel like playing Neo too. When I first played DLC, I read every single item description. And it kind of delivered but also underwhelmed me in some part. I like the Lovecraftian lore part where Metir and the fingers, it was mysterious and true Miyazaki fashion, like Didn't explain much, but just there are some stuff. They came before. That's what they're all depressed. That's why they aren't moving. Black Firefly. I would just go and read even like Black Firefly. What is it? Black Firefly. Firefly. Sorry. What is Black Firefly? I will read about it too. Where is it? It's not here, but wherever. It's Mesmer's fly, just like his little sister or something. That's Mesmer's kindling's description. I forgot, I used to remember them, whatever. Blessing of America. That's so dark. I wanted to play DLC in PS5 Pro. I am doing it. And it was a significant upgrade. Like people say that it's not that big, you won't notice it. You do notice it. Can we go down there? No. How can I bypass this area? Council answers. I don't want to go through it. I want shortcuts. Sorry. It's not about hard work, it's about smart work. A person can keep on working hard he can keep toiling away, but his labor will bring no fruit if he isn't smart about it. I can keep working hard, keep farming souls and keep on dying and be not smart about it, and my player won't level up. Hard work is good, but smart work is necessary. Smart work is where it all makes a difference, where you succeed or which determines if. Yeah, I killed your friend, sorry, bye, fuck off. No, I don't feel sorry about it. Chad face. Whoa, bird statue. Whoa, what's that? Sacred tower painting. Oh, that. It's so beautiful. Oh my god. I can just look up Just Human or some online guide. No, I don't watch Fighting Cowboy, sorry. Well, that's what I will do. I'll either ask AI or just watch on YouTube how to bypass Castellansis. Somebody will shoot arrows. No? Yep. Oh. It looked like it came out from the TV. It looked 3D to me for some reason. Cute puppy. Fuck it. Oh, nice. Yeah. They also worship Mog's Mother of Blood. String. Lava Forge. I think this is enough for today. I did 4 times the work today. Today was only hard work, no smart work. Tomorrow, me smart. Today was me hard work. Tomorrow, me smart work. So, bye. Have a nice day. See you in part 3.